Welcome to Same Spit, Different Face TV. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free. So don't forget to spit on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification. Now, Spit Squad, we know that young Scooter ended up getting killed, but it's shaky around what actually happened to him. Now, the coroner basically said that he was penetrated by an object, and they called that the reason for death. Now, a lot of people think that that object that he was penetrated by is in a bullet, and they think that the bullet came from the police, and they think that it's a huge cover-up. We'll never know that, but what we do know is that the call was made by a woman, and that woman has since been arrested. Now, the story goes, on April 1st, 2025, 30-year-old Demetrius Spence was taken into custody at the Atlanta Police Department and charged with transmitting false public alarm under OCGA 16-1028, subsection D2, if seriously bodily harm or death results from the response of a public safety agency. Ms. Spence was wanted for her involvement in making a 911 call, a false 911 call regarding a person injured / deceased incident that occurred at 273 William NY Drive SE on March 28, 2025. Ms. Spence was transported to the Fulton County Jail. Now, one thing we got to remember about this, no matter what they do to her, it won't bring young Scooter life back. But the women you associate with, and this is just a general statement, this has nothing to do directly with young Scooter. But a lot of times in life, man, as men, we understand that the crazy women are the funnest. The women from the hood are the funnest. Just like women, they like bad boys. A woman will get a bad guy who making fast money in the streets, who will be dead or in jail in the next 5 years, over a guy going to school for his engineer degree in 4 years, and he'll get out and he'll start his salary off at $200,000, $100,000 a year. That's just how it go. But back to the knowledge for the man, you have to keep women like this from around you. Now, it did come out that she did an audition and she tried to get on the Baddies episode, and that's what type of you. Now, I'm not saying that women don't mature from this, but I'm saying it's a certain type of behavior. Like, if you sitting down somewhere and the person that you around is always yelling, always trying to start a fight, always playing the victim, it's always somebody else's fault, it's never nothing they did. Even the decisions they make on their own where nobody else is a part of it, they find a way to push it back on, oh, it's because my daddy wasn't around, it's because my mama didn't raise me right, it's because, and this go for men and women, but like I said, I'm mostly talking to the man. You got to keep them type of women from around you, because what ends up happening now, we don't know. Maybe later it may come out that some abuse was happening. And at that point, she just did what she had to do to keep herself safe. But we going to assume that she made this call without actually being in harm's way. And what you end up finding out is that a lot of times women, they'll go along with the things that men do, but the minute they find out that that man is moving on, or that that man really don't want nothing to do with them, or that man has a new child, a new wife, a new whatever, that woman's sole purpose become to destroy that man's life, destroy his credibility, turn his kids against him. So many different things come from this situation. Now, remember I said, if it comes out that this woman was beat bloody, or this woman was done something to, or even if it was some sex trafficking was going on that she alleged, that makes the story completely different, right? But when we look at the story from this standpoint, from all that we know now, it appears that, you know, she may have had a discrepancy with him, and because she wasn't getting her way, she called the law. And this happens all the time. And some people may say, yo, why did he run if he didn't do anything wrong? We can't worry about that at this point. We can only worry about what's going on right now. And so if y'all didn't understand, my thought process to all the young men coming up is, yo, the baddies are fun. The ones who act crazy are fun. The ones who act like they dangerously in love with you, the ones who would do anything you tell them, head on the road, all of that look, and all of that hot boy activities that you like, everything that go into a personality for a woman to be comfortable with that. Always remember, it's two sides to that coin, and just as hard as she go for you when she rocking with you, she's gonna go just as hard when she's not rocking with you. And we've seen this situation play out like this, but we've seen stories where the woman will get a new guy, and then she'll have the guy beefing with the old guy, with the baby daddy, and she'll have the guy go kill the other guy, and then she'll move on with her life and repeat that cycle. So I'm saying this to say, man, don't have yourself in a trick bag. Don't put yourself around these women. And like I said, I must say this again, because I know somebody stupid gonna come on here and say I said something I didn't. If any sex trafficking was going on there, if a woman was bleeding because she was beat, if there was any domestic violence or abuse going on there that wasn't self-defense, we have to look at this and say, well, you know, you make decisions in your life, and she was calling the cops for protection. But at this point, it doesn't seem like she was calling the cops for protection. And it was looking like a situation, if I can't be a part of the party or a part of the fun, nobody having fun. And unfortunately, it resulted in somebody's life being taken. So what we have to do is make sure that we look at these situations moving forward as men and learn from these situations. If you're new to the channel and want more updates about the young Scooter situation as they develop, I need you to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the like button. Check out my original Chicago hood movie in the end screen, No Time to Play Fair. If you into sneakers, you a sneakerhead, you love seeing the new Jordans, Pumas, whatever it may be, subscribe to Kicking It with Fairplay 2333. If you're trying to follow me on my basketball journey, my weightlifting and fitness journey, and also be inspired to get back on your fitness journey, subscribe to Fairplay, Flex, and Fadeaway. Also, any of these pages I just named, you can also find them on TikTok or Instagram.